It's the part of the football program that other people don't get to see. They get to see the kids play, the coaches coach, and game day and that kind of thing, or on the practice field. But very few people get to see exactly what they do in the strength and conditioning program, and maybe sometimes don't understand just what kind of value that is to a football program. And what we're trying to do, obviously, is to get stronger, is to get faster, is to improve our movements in the way that are pertinent to football, and then of course also to avoid injury.
One thing I focus on before any athlete starts a training program is the teaching progression of all the lifts, the main movements of those lifts. That's going to ensure that the athletes are safe in the weight room, and that's what I focus on is technique. And during these lifts, I focus heavily on technique. I keep coaching technique, every single day to make sure that they're doing things properly so they be able to maximize what they're doing. And now how those workouts are scheduled in the spring, we have a lot of different activities at the end, and competition activities to keep the guys motivated in their own workouts, max effort lifts at the end, to see how guys are going to push themselves. So right now we're just trying to build the foundation for the summertime, so when guys take their workouts home, they'll be motivated, self-motivated, and come in and want to do the workouts on their own. So speed, agility, all those different things are inside of programs. And this is what I really try to focus on in the off-season. Work on maximizing power, maximizing strength, flexibility, balance, speed and agility, and also core stability. And all those things that what athletes need to be better at their sport, especially football.
Now the biggest thing you got to do, of course, is have someone who really knows, who really understands it, who really has been a part of it, and we do. And Ben Lampkin, played football at Florida State, the weight program is what allowed him to along with his attitude, is what really allowed him to become a player there on scholarship. He didn't walk on. That's a hard thing to do in D1 football. And then he worked there, and he worked at Wake Forest, and he's a tireless worker in the development of our young people with strength.
I'm really excited about the guys, how they've progressed through the spring, and hopefully it'll carry over to the summer. But what I've seen so far, the attitudes are better. Guys are having fun in the weight room. Guys are pushing themselves. A lot of leaders are stepping up. I'm really optimistic to see what they're going to be able to do next year with our new schedule, new competition. And the guys have really worked hard. They've earned every bit of credit for the weight room and what they've done and what the work they've put in, all the extra work they've put in. That's going to credit to them when they're successful on the field this upcoming season.